Janice here. I hope that you are staying safe and healthy during this really strange social climate that we're currently living in. I figured what better time than now to create a what I typically eat in a day quarantine edition video, because we're all stuck in the house, and what better time than now to try a recipe you may have not tried before. And my diet is about 99% plant-based, so this whole video is going to be all plant-based recipes, and I'm gonna kind of take you through my typical breakfast, lunch, dinner, and I also have to run out to the liquor store to get some wine because I'm all out of vino, so definitely need that when you are stuck in the house, bored in the house. So stay tuned, we are going to go and make some breakfast together. Let's go.
I work for
for breakfast, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you would know that I literally have chia seed pudding almost every single day, if not avocado toast. So I'm gonna make a chia seed pudding because it is what I have every day and it's really good for you. So let's go and make that together. So I just want to quickly acknowledge the fact that my nails are like level 10 ratchet right now. These two are hanging on for dear life. They won't come off, so just don't be alarmed when you see my hands making things, because this is what quarantine looks like. Okay, thanks. I'm making two bowls because I'm making a bowl for myself and Matt, and we are going to start with the chia seeds. And essentially, like, that's enough. I actually made a YouTube video already about exactly the step-by-step process on how to make a chia seed bowl. So if you want to check that out, that'll be a lot more detailed. But this is what I typically have for breakfast every morning. So once I've poured my chia seeds in the bowl, I will grab my almond milk and essentially just pour enough in there. So like half a cup would be a fair amount. And you just essentially wait for 2 minutes for it to soak up. And then once the chia seeds have expanded and they've been soaked with the almond milk, you can add all the toppings. So I'm just gonna wait 2 minutes, stir it up a little bit, and be right back. Now that the chia seeds have expanded and have thickened up into more of like a pudding consistency, I'm going to add all the toppings. So I typically just grab a granola. It's this brand. I really like it. It has hemp hearts in it already, even though I add more. But I love it because this one is actually dairy-free, which is great. So it's a vegan brand, I think, for sure. Anyways, so I'll just sprinkle some in. Just need the littlest bit. Got it, super simple. And then next step, banana. You can use like raspberries or strawberries, bananas, any kind of fruit you want, including nuts. You can sprinkle this at the end with nuts, which I'll show you. I'm gonna use walnuts because I love walnuts, and sliced almonds is cool too, but I don't have those. So, essentially just gonna cut the banana on top so they're coming together. So next is the decorating part. So I'm going to have my hemp hearts and just sprinkle some of those bad boys on here. Perfect. The hemp hearts are great for protein. They're really good on avocado toast. Thank me later. Some ground flax seeds. I keep my hemp hearts and my flax seeds in the fridge. I don't know why, my mom just told me that I should do that, so mama knows best. I take my unsweetened applesauce and I pour just a little bit in the corner for some extra taste. And then my unsweetened coconut yogurt. I love this stuff. It is so good. It tastes just like yogurt, but coconut flavored. It's really, really good. That. Let's grab a spoonful. Stick that on there. And you're gonna grab your cinnamon. It's a pretty ghetto bag, but don't have my glass container with me here. I'm just gonna sprinkle everything with some cinnamon. After that, you're gonna just grab your maple syrup. As you can see, this one's pretty empty. I've been making lots of chia seed puddings. Get that everywhere, and that's it. So the second last step is the natural almond butter. You can use natural peanut butter or almond butter. The last video on my channel that I made chia seed pudding, everybody said that this small container was way too overpriced, which it was. So my mom actually went to Costco and picked me up this big one for like $8 or something, which is a steal. So put a spoonful of almond butter on top. How good that looks. Last but not least, some walnuts. And we're done, that's it. It is so easy and delicious and full of protein. It'll fill you up for a while, and that is essentially what our breakfast slash brunch is. Ella snuck her way onto the bed, and she knows that she's not allowed on the bed. For this video, she won't be loud. You're living your best life. Wow, must be nice. So I'm about to dig into this bowl, and I will let you know how it is. I know it's gonna be great because I make it every day, but clutch, so good. After I finish my bowl, I am going to take Ella on a walk. She's not fazed by that word. Do you want it? Yeah, she knows do you. So after I finish this bowl, I am going to take Ella out on a walk, and I typically take her out about 3 times a day. And in the summer it's about 4 times, so it's a lot, and each time is for about 30 to 45 minutes. So it's a lot of exercise for her and for us. So I love that about having a dog. But I'm gonna take her out, just walk around the block. I did a very intense cardio workout in the condo yesterday, so I'm not gonna do any crazy runs today, just a nice walk. And when we get back, I am going to shoot over to the liquor store, grab some wine, come back and make some lunch. So there was a little bit of a change of plans because I wanted to take Ella out first and then head to the liquor store slash grocery store. But it started snowing all of a sudden, and I don't really want to go on a long walk in the snow, so I'm gonna drive, grab everything, leave it in the car, take Ella to the park, run around, and then drive back home. So we're gonna go do that now. Okay, so there's a little bit of a line outside of the grocery store. I got my glove on because I don't want to touch anything with my hands, so I am going to use these in the liquor store. Hi.
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 Not yet.
Oh, not yet?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. 'Tis the season. Wonder if they have bread and butter. Absolutely not. I am so in love with California Red, and this Meiomi is super affordable and delicious. So I'm gonna grab one of these guys. I am such a fan of IPA beers. I love the hoppy bitterness, and I used to hate it, but I'm in love. And this Allura brand has the best IPA, so I'm gonna grab one of those. Okay, so I put a White Claw in my basket because I keep hearing that they're all the rave, and I've never had one, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, so I am running into the grocery store to pick up some broccoli and tofu because we're all out, and maybe a couple other things, so stay tuned. So I just did my grocery run, and I'm going to show you everything as soon as I get home. I'm just going to take Ella to a park to run around now. I cannot believe that it's snowing right now in the middle of April. Don't get me wrong, I love Canada, I love being Canadian, but you know, if you are in quarantine in a hot climate, maybe somewhere tropical, you're lucky. You are lucky, my friend. So I usually let Ella off leash because she has a really good recall and comes when her name is called, and she's trained really well. But last week I got a $260 ticket for having her off leash in a field that I have been taking her to for the past 2 years. So I think it's just because of the whole COVID situation. It sucks, but you know, we have to keep her on leash now because I'm a little scared to have her off leash because I can't afford another almost $300 ticket. All the dog parks are closed. All the parks are closed in general, so I can't really let her off leash to throw the ball around and give her that exercise that she needs. So it's a lot of long walks for now, but I guess the dogs are in quarantine with us. Cookie. Oh my gosh, it's been what, an hour? And this is how she reacts? Thank you for helping me. I love him. I got us IPAs. Because it's our favorite. So I just got home and I'm gonna show you everything that I got at the grocery store. This isn't a full haul. I just went and grabbed a basket and picked up a couple things, but I love this Daya vegan pizza. It is so good. Really, really love it. I haven't tried the mushroom and roasted garlic. I've tried the vegetarian fake meat one and it was delicious. So I'm really excited to try that one. Obviously got some mushrooms, some skinny asparagus, some bananas, some potatoes, and a lemon. I already have a couple lemons, but you can never make do with too many lemons. Tomatoes, a pepper, some blueberries for my chia bowl, and of course, some extra firm tofu. This lasts a while and goes quite a long way. And I also picked up some more granola because I am almost out of my other one. I got some broccoli, which I always put in my reusable bags because I like to avoid using as much plastic as possible. Some more shroomies and a zucchini and a lime. So that was the haul that I did today. Just lots of veggies, tofu, a little treat, and I'm gonna cook dinner tonight with some stuff here. So my plan was to make sweet potato avocado toast with hemp seeds for lunch that my girlfriend Jasmine told me about, but I kind of want to save what I have in the pantry for a different recipe because I have leftover pasta. I made this vegan fake meat pasta last night and it's really good. So instead of making something new, I'm going to save that sweet potato and avocado for a different recipe and just heat this up for now. These are the leftovers that I am going to heat up for lunch. If there was one meal that I could have for the rest of my life, it would be pasta. I just finished my pasta and put some comfy clothing on, and I am about to prep the tempeh and tofu. I have some leftover tempeh and tofu, about like half of a container, I guess, of a bag full of tempeh and less than half of a tofu, but I am going to prep it because I want to marinate it in some peanut sauce, like a peanut soy sauce, and I'm gonna make a really yummy bowl for dinner. So I'm going to prep that now, and then I'm gonna head back to work and just get some stuff done before we head to dinner. Okay, so to start, I am going to use 1/4 of a spoon of red pepper flakes. And then next, I am going to add a pinch of pink Himalayan salt, soy sauce, and put about 2 tablespoons, and I'm following kind of a recipe because I've made this once before, but I don't remember the exact steps. So 2 tablespoons soy sauce. The recipe also calls for 2 tablespoons of creamy peanut butter, so I got my natural peanut butter right here, and I'm going to grab 2 spoonfuls of it. Heaping spoonfuls because I love peanut butter. It's coming together. So the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of lime juice, but the last time I made this, I found that half a lime tasted just fine. So I'm gonna cut this in half and squeeze half lime into the bowl. I also love cooking with maple syrup, if you can't tell. This is almost out, and I know this recipe calls for 3 tablespoons full of it, so I think I might have to crack open my new table syrup. So stay tuned here. Ooh, that's sticky. That should be enough, right? Who knows? We love maple syrup here. I'm getting maple syrup on the camera and it's getting sticky. Okay, so last but not least, I am going to put the sesame seeds. They call for sesame oil, so I don't have that. I'm just gonna use sesame seeds and hope that it kind of does the same thing. But I'm just gonna put a couple in there. And then I'm gonna grab my little baby whisker and just stir this puppy up. Hi. So I have my sauce right here and my tempeh and my tofu, and I have rinsed both and soaked both in water. So I'm just going to cut them up and throw them in the sauce to let them marinate. So I put the tempeh and the tofu in the fridge. I'm gonna let it soak for the next couple hours. I'm gonna head back to work in the condo, of course, and I will take you through dinner soon. Yeah. I'm feeling super productive right now. I got some work in and I also got a 30-minute online session of yoga in, so I'm feeling super stretched and relaxed and in my zen, and I'm feeling also a little bit hungry. So I'm ready to go cook dinner, and let's go to the kitchen. So cooking is all about pacing yourself, and that means making sure that you're putting things on the stove and in the oven at the appropriate times. So I'm gonna put the tempeh and the tofu in the oven right now. I'm gonna cook it for about 30 minutes. I'm gonna also put the carrots and the broccoli on the stove first. And then after I put those on and cook those for a bit, I'm gonna make the rice, and then I'm gonna put the zucchini, and then I'm gonna make the mushrooms, and I'm just gonna make a super healthy bowl, and all of this cooking will take about 30 minutes. So it's really quick, hearty, protein-filled dish. So stay tuned, let's go and cook this together. So the key to cooking plant-based is making sure you know how to season things and you use lots and lots of veggies. So I am going to chop everything up and then saute it. I love the flavor of coconut rice, so I'm gonna use some basmati white rice and pour some coconut milk into the pot and start making some coconut rice. Ah, shit. Scared. That got me. That got me good. Get some water up in here. I deserve this. Cheers. It's so smooth. Ah. My two favorite wines right now, by the way, are Meiomi and bread and butter. I would say bread and butter comes first, Meiomi comes second, and there was no bread and butter there, unfortunately, so Meiomi will do. The veggies are looking good. I put the zucchini and the asparagus in last, and it's essentially done. The coconut rice is perfect. I always make too much rice, so this is gonna last us a couple days. And the tempeh and tofu is beautiful. Look how glazed and doused in the sauce it is. I can't wait to try it. So a little trick to add some extra flavor is to just drizzle on some soy sauce, just like so. We are fini! Here's the finished result. I have my tempeh and tofu, my coconut rice, and my sauteed veggies. I am so excited to dig in. This looks super delicious. I mean, I could definitely work on the presentation, but I'm sure it'll taste great. I'm happy. I'm really happy with this. thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got some ideas and recipes that you can potentially try at home. I'm gonna go finish this dinner, so have a good night. Subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching.